Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Mass Butcher into Karashar run. In the last episode, we started off down here in one of these caves. I believe it's Bloodied Altar, how fitting. We migrated around a little bit, found a couple of expeditions, including one labyrinth level thing. What are they called? The dungeons. And we did the first level of it, we failed one time. And the second time we did it again, but we've decided to go in a different direction. We don't really need to pay for that right now. It's not going to give us any benefits. So that being said, we're going to migrate through Shastundir and into Marble Galleries to grab this expedition. And then we will be on our way over to Orkelabar to fix this holdup. Now, when we do migrate into here, we are at risk of being attacked by Marblehead. And that is just a risk we're going to have to take, because otherwise it's going to take us forever to move around here. I'd rather just risk it. I doubt they'll attack us. I really don't think they will. And if they do, we'll figure it out. I guess that's free money, right? It's another person that we could go and loot and take money from. That is clearly what that means. But right now, we just need to wait for us to be able to migrate away from this place. There we go. Let's go ahead and migrate on over. New Frontiers. Oh, so if we keep Shastundir, then we will get this bonus. So, sorry, I had to adjust my chair there. It was falling down. When we made our way into the marble hold of Shastundir, amidst broken statues and defaced marble arches, we found a sight well known to orcish eyes, the trappings of goblin residents. It was only when we first ventured outside the hold into the blinding light of the nearby hills that we saw why. Goblins had been here and had left, wisely leaving this abode and saving us the need to kill them for it. Still, this means we have opportunities aplenty in the surrounding lands. Perhaps the goblins have tribute they would be willing to offer to keep us away. Perhaps even the humans can learn a similar relationship. And already there are whispers of there might even be more we can learn, hints of a new purpose or meaning. Where these are coming from, Vrig does not know, but he does know that clearly there is much to be learned outside Shastundir's gates. 10% institution spread till the end of the game. Yeah, they only have 13,000 troops, and we are equal on Miltech, so I don't think they're not going to attack us at all. We should be near our force limit, at least with like 19k, because when we do get over here, we are going to be leaving the Dwarvar pretty quickly. We don't need to take Miltech here. I will rival Marblehead. Marble. And I will send them a scornful insult. I'll stop drilling just in case they do declare off of that. I doubt it. They have a diplomat. They are a powerful mage though, so I guess I should be careful. But they are Regency, so it doesn't matter all too much. There we go. They're careful. They're not going to attack us. We're good. We're good. I just need to migrate away in next month. And then we are free to go. Ooh, we get Mithril while we're sitting here too. Very nice. All right, let's do this expedition menu. It is gold and long. Wait, wasn't this platinum and long when we first came through here? Because we migrated here first. Wasn't this platinum and long? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm just misremembering. But I'm pretty sure it was. I would have done a gold long, wouldn't I? I don't know. Weird. If it changed, I didn't think it could change. I thought it always stayed the same. We'll go for 139% discipline. We will raise our organization, raise our morale up to 10. It is long, and there's a lot of estimated loot here. Let's go ahead and prepare supplies. We have plenty of mill points. We will spend that, and we will set the party share at, what, 400? Yeah. 400. I feel like we could spend a couple more points on something. Let's draft plans one more time and raise morale one more time. Just to make sure they get back. Yep. Go and go for up to 3,000 loot. That would be absolutely massive if we could get that much loot back. Absolutely massive. All right, well, we will keep drilling. Fungal bloom. The faint trickle of water echoes through the caves, its soft reverberations caught by a gigantic fungal bloom, yellow and violet mold that has overgrown the caverns around us. The fungus glows faintly, a strangely soothing display of iridescence. As our first scouts enter the hall, the fungus shudders, sending waves through the mycelial crops. Soft, faint spores dripped from the fungus and into the surrounding air. The scouts quickly stepped back out of fear the fungus might be deadly, but as they made the retreat, the bloom released more and more spores, triggering some kind of chain reaction that quickly started filling the entire cavern with yellow glowing particles. As if that was not enough, some fungi started exuding a sickly green gas that mixed with the spores. Yeah, no. We're not going to risk it. The expedition quickly made its way through the chamber, still trying to avoid areas with more gas spores. As they made their way through the hallway, more and more fungi released their gas, the eruption triggered by the soldiers' footsteps. Some unlucky ones who had inhaled the gas succumbed to a strange wheezing cough, as well as becoming strangely tired. As soon as the strange cave was behind them, though, those that had started coughing recovered in time. Good thing we didn't dwell there. Yeah, random mushroom spores, probably not great to breathe in. Probably not the best thing for your health. I know, crazy thought. Probably shouldn't stick around for that. Not going to be good. We are at our max manpower here, so we're going to build some more dudes. Do we want more cav? Probably not. We're going to start losing money as soon as we leave the dwarf. Goblin ambush? Ooh, we got rolled. There's too many goblins. Too many goblins. Too many of them. We need more orcs on that. Now, we could start to build a castle. We could also build a temple or a marketplace. Or we could build a mage tower. Now, what we have to remember is that we're going to lose this province eventually. We're going to lose everything inside the Dwarvar when we form Karashar. So, we don't want to build anything that's too expensive, like, for example, a mage tower. That might not be the best of ideas. But a castle for that zone of control could be worth it. I'm going to build this temple, though. Again, we're orcs. If we're on the defensive, things have gone probably terribly, terribly wrong. Yes, kill the Deeprothe for their meat. Wow, we are already down to 57 supplies. Oh boy, I should have given more organization. That's crazy. That is dropping so fast. We're going to need more events, or these guys are going to starve out there. They are not going to make it back. Going deeper, okay. On to 55. Ooh, I am a little worried for these guys. I was looking on the loot, though. You know, the important part. 630, okay. Fungal bloom. Yeah, we leave again. Like, if it didn't work the first time, if it looked like it was going to go bad, then it's probably going to go bad the second time as well. Cheaper Goblin Advisor. I'll grab him. I don't know if we can actually afford to hire him. It's 0.39. Sure. And Age of Green Tide. This is a difficult decision. We could either go for the AE impact, or we could go for the combat terrain on Capital. I think we go combat terrain, question mark? I don't know, because if we're at Capital as a hold, then yeah, if we get pushed back to our hold, then we're good. But if we're not pushed back to our hold, it's useless. Meanwhile, AE is very useful, because we're a different religion, different culture than everyone else we're going to be conquering things from. So that's what I'm going to go with. I think either one's probably a fine enough choice. We're going to set up to 0. Employer of the Decade. Chieftain Varrig is not always easy to deal with. His thoughtless approach and total lack of discretion has offended many throughout the years. However, there is one group of people who appreciate Varrig's naivety. His advisors have realized that our chieftain is easy to persuade and gets excited about almost any proposition. As they are so content, we have been able to lower their salaries somewhat. It is not as if we haven't got plenty of brilliant candidates waiting in line. A little competition will only make them work harder. Minus 10% advisor cost. Nice. The oil cap. You know what, we're low on supplies? Let's find out. Is that a Rainbow Rothe? Nice. We do lose organization, though. Maybe not so nice. Maybe not so nice. Okay, boys. Anytime you wanna come home, you can do that. Now, the expedition won't die immediately. They will start to lose men very quick, though. As our scout climbs through a crevice, a narrow path opens before them. The hallway is riddled with orc skeletons, a grueling display of savagery as far as the eye could pierce the darkness. Their bones bear the marks of weapons, skulls cracked, and limbs broken in twain. Let's see if they have loot. Coins beneath the bones. As was to be expected, barely anything was left at the site, most likely cleared out long before our arrival. Some coins still hid under the bones, but nothing valuable was recovered that day. 100 loot. I think 100 loot is valuable. What do you mean? I'll take that. I'd like more, sure, but, you know, I'll take 100. Our general is very, very dead. I guess we just drill this one. Our troops are going to be very, very strong with this extra shock damage. And the expedition does return with, like, minimum loot, but it is what it is. 622 monies, 207 of each monarch point. Do I send these guys back out? I don't think so. Our force limit's going to drop here pretty heavily, so no. And then I did it anyways. Cool. All right, Ancient Dwarven Knowledge. Go ahead and throw it into Government Reform Progress. And we will grab that governing capacity for sure. Well, I didn't mean to bring them back, but, you know, it's fine. So that gives us a lot of troops. We do need to delete them, though. Delete those 3 at the very least. What's combat with right now? It is 24, so this is technically combat with. And our other general is dead. Wow, our generals are dropping like flies. Drill you. We could take Diplotech. I want to get over here and repair this first. We're probably going to have to take Diplotech, though. Just considering how much we have and how long it's going to take to repair this hold. Because I want to develop the institution. Chieftain's reputation tarnish. Because we're a naive enthusiast, we simply cannot have a reputation tarnish. We are simply too innocent and too wholesome as a orc chieftain can be, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we're not the most wholesome of everyone, but it's fine. Let's build that marketplace for the trade power. No problem there. We have max religious power. We have Shake the Earth ready to go. We have Gather an Army ready to go. We don't really need the legitimacy. Dukin's guidance. Let's see what they say. Ooh, so we could choose for war or peace. So for 5 years, we can get increased development costs, but more morale of armies and shock damage. Or peace gives us a stability. And for 5 years, I get a stab hit +2 to declare war. Man, I should have done this earlier when we were just running around in here. We'll go for war. It will make our development costs more expensive, but that just means that I spend more points, I guess. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Let's go conquer more. We'll just go conquer more to get our development. Ooh, and there is an expedition in our capital. Okay. So we're going to want to do the expedition, I think, before we declare any wars outside. Right? That way we can keep our higher... our higher force limit. Ozarm Chadash, ruler, is challenged. Ozarm Chadash, duel for honor in Orcish, is an ancient and respected Orcish tradition. It is the duel between a clan chief and a member of his clan who considers himself more fit to rule the clan. In Orcish society, where strength is the key to your social status, duels are not rare. Orcs fight over food, water, property, and even partners. Of course, the right to rule the clan can also be contested in such a fashion. That is why the stability of each Orc clan relies on the martial abilities of their leader. If he proves himself as one of the best warriors in the clan, his rule is relatively peaceful. The tribe may even accept their child as a successor, but only as long as they consider them worthy of their parent's name. However, when a chief shows signs of weakness, mighty and ambitious Orcs of the clan will immediately begin to estimate their chances against the current ruler. If they believe their chances are high enough, they will gather the whole tribe and challenge the chief for a duel. When that happens, the chief can either give up the throne, be humiliated, and banished from the tribe, or they can accept the fight and try to protect their right to rule. As Orcs see it, both outcomes are good for the tribe. If the chief loses, that means he was a weakling, unfit to rule the clan. And if the chief wins, he proves that he was underestimated and earns the respect and trust of the tribe. Our chieftain received insult with an invitation for such a duel. What will he do? He does have a pretty good military skill, and while he may be a naive enthusiast, he is a tactical genius. We will not just step down. We will defend our honor and title, and we have won. Varig came out the victor. Now the pretender has to leave Mass Butcher forever or accept death by the hands of the victor. From our perspective, his fate no longer matters, as Orcish history has no interest in losers. Glory to Varig. So we gain 1 stab, 15 religious power. Our leader gains 1 mill point. We gain 5 prestige and 10 military points. We get defeated pretender until the death of our current leader, which is 5% morale of armies, and minus 1% yearly army tradition decay. And the tribes are more loyal. Yeah, it's definitely very good to get that early on in your rule if you have someone with a good mill, because you can get up to 6. They're like 5. I mean, this guy's super old and he's gonna die soon, but for someone that's younger, it's good. All right, Blind Eye, a gold purse. We had hardly held Orkelvar a week. We were still cleaning the shattered grass that littered its floors when we spotted the first merchant caravan arriving. They did not look askance at the hold's new occupants and were quick to get to business. Apparently they hail from a city called Nathalar and consider it their god-given purpose to trade widely and freely, as they made clear to one of the chieftain's favorite chieftains. That whatever we had for sale, they'd be happy to take to market, no questions asked. It seems a very profitable partnership approaches. I can smell, taste, feel the gold already. 5% trade efficiency. Now, Nathalar are pirates. They're pirates over here. So they're willing to do shady deals. Challenge a hold to an Ozarm Chadash. Oh, right. Right, because we're an orc. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it. So, a dangerous but potent orc tradition. A duel between two orcs with everything they covet for each other at stake. Lives, wives, or in this case, a hold. Only usable on a hold infested by orcs, thus it excludes Orlazam Ozdir and Gore Ozzenbrock. So, the thing that we just got challenged to, we're going to challenge the current owner of Orc Hellevar to it. And we're going to hope that we win. The Ozarm Chadash, the Ancient Tradition Orc Society. Yes. It's the Duel for Honor. It's literally the same thing that we just did. But we are taking them out. We will challenge. As Chief Diverig and his personal guard travel to Orc Hellevar and delivers his challenge to the closed dwarven gate, the guards of Orc Hellevar spread the news to the hold, forcing the chief to accept. When the chieftain arrived, it became clear this would not be an easy fight, and the chief was clearly forged in battle, like any black orc living in the holds are. As thousands of orcs gather outside the gates to see this duel between the past and the future, Chieftain Verbreg sharpens their axe one last time. There's a 50% chance that we win, 20% chance that we are injured and sent home, and 20% chance that we die. And the chieftain of the hold claims the realm, exiling the heir and consort. And we are victorious. As expected, Chieftain Verrig defeated the chieftain of Orc Hellevar, slaying them in the process. As the orcs of the hold began chanting Kodash Varig, Kodash Varig, Kodash Varig, it became clear the hold had just gotten a new chief. All black orcs will one day bow for Masked Butcher. So, ruler recently challenged someone to an Ozarm Chadash until 1479, which gives 0.1 yearly prestige and legitimacy unless we die before that, which we probably will, because we will. So now, this is no longer infested. We now own this, and we can begin to repair it. It's going to take 5 years. Is our heir good at constructing things? No, but you do have construction cost. Let's turn him into a general. Let's start the expedition. Silver and long. Okay. And we will drill our leader, and hopefully he dies in the process. That way I don't have to abdicate. I would rather not abdicate. Go up to 10. Organization. Go ahead and go up to 139. Supplies. Yeah, use mill points. Actually, use the admin points, because we're going to take admin tech here. Set the party share to 400. And start the expedition. So we're going to take admin tech. I know we didn't have the institution. It's fine. But I want to unlock this idea group. Because, I wanted to take a mill idea. But maybe we should save it. We should still take at least one mill idea. And I'm thinking we go quality. We open with quality. We're going to be using cav because we're really good at shock damage. And we're going to be using infantry. The rest of this is kind of meh, though, until we get to the discipline. The other option could unironically be aristocratic for that cav combat ability. You know what? I never go aristocratic. Not a single time do I ever go aristocratic. I will give the aristocratic fans something. We'll make our cav cheaper, and we'll have more cavalry combat ability. Okay? I can't believe I'm doing this. Cheaper mill tech cost as well. There you go. You're welcome. Enjoy this. You may never see it again. Poiuymew, taking aristocratic ideas. There's also an expedition here, but we will worry about that a different time. Most likely. It depends if our guy dies or not. If our leader dies, then we'll take care of it later. If he doesn't, then we're going to migrate over here, grab that, come back, move out. But I would appreciate it if he dies. Now, this is going to be a super easy war for us. They're not strong. They did ally Silver Tusk. That'll make it a little bit more difficult, but I'm honestly not too worried about it. We're going to have a pretty major tech advantage on them. It is what it is. Let's find out. Rainbow Rothe, sure. We are not going to take that aristocratic idea, even though that attrition for enemies is nice. But that being said, I think it would be better if we simply did not. Webs on the walls. The first thing the scouts noticed were the nets. Sticky patches of glistening white strings started lining the halls left and right. The strings vibrate when they touch anything, sending waves deep into the dark. There was no denying. A nest of spiders must be near, and big ones from the look of it. And deep in its heart, there might be treasure they have taken there, cocooned into their slippery silk. A small force could retrieve such trinkets and scout ahead, looking for a way through. On the other hand, there is a small crevice that might lead around the whole affair. Nah, send the scouts. As expected, the spiders tucked some golden gems away from the prying eyes of fortune seekers, but courage prevailed in the face of danger, and their scouts returned with troves of treasure. Curiously, they saw no trace of the silk weavers, just empty halls, lined with webs. 0.5 morale and 50 loot. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can revoke land here in 3 years. Make sure we do that. What does the diet want us to do? Oh boy, I should have clicked that so fast. Oh, wow, we just got bailed out there. Oh boy, we just got bailed out there. That was okay. We're gonna ignore how that almost happened. You want me to own one province in the Greenwood area? Yeah, I can do that. At least you have claims on it now. That's nice. Makes it cheaper at core. We are not going to talk about what almost just happened right there. Almost just lost our entire army. All to plan. Don't worry, folks. All to plan. Just part of the plan. Just part of the plan. I would appreciate if our ruler died. At this point, it's sunk cost fallacy if I keep going. Restore the hold. Remnant camp. During the last days of the Dwarvar, the century-long decline of the Great Dwarven Empire, many dwarves hold themselves away in their holds, shutting out everyone and everything. These dwarves, the remnants, have slowly started to creep out of their halls once again and establish small outposts throughout their ancestral land. One of these groups has now been presented to us, around 500 dwarves tending to a small village tucked away in the depths of a cavern. After surveying them for a few hours, we must decide what to do with them. The village is blocking our path, so we have to somehow remove them from there. Take them out. An often overlooked quality of the remnants is not just that they hid away, but that they managed to survive the unbelievable odds against them. It is no wonder then that this outpost would be of similar tenacity. As we stormed the village, the dwarves burst out, armed with axe, blade, and shield, hacking our troops to pieces, killing them without much consideration. 300 soldiers lost, and we lose 0.75 morale. L moment. Orcs should have done better. Orcs should have done better. Cruel zealot. Okay. Just making sure they're not like a powerful mage. Silver Tusk might be. But we'll deal with that problem when we approach it. Eyes in the dark. I always found that just leaving it alone. Always the best option. I don't know if we've seen that one before. I hope we have, because I just skip it. I've seen these a lot, so I don't know. Great mushrooms I know we've seen. Take them with us, we need the food. Great! More supplies. We love to see it. Looks like, I think that's Heart Grinder has moved up into Verkal Scomdeer. Wandering husks. Many terrors stalk the caverns of the serpent spine, but none are so apathetic to their own dangerousness as wandering husks laden with poison. Each step they exude wafts of poisonous gas, dispersing it into the thick air around. A group of these monsters has just crossed paths with our expedition. We cannot easily get rid of them. A concerted charge, which just riled these foes up even more, the poison taking countless casualties. And then they went boom, and a lot of people died. But as long as you bring me loot back, I don't care. You just need to bring me my loot back, okay? This is going to be very profitable. If they make it back. If. Strong if. Big if. Big if they make it back. I don't think we're going to migrate over here. Rolling Death. Uh-oh. While the expedition continues scanning the cavern, somewhere deep within the dark, a thunderous rumbling can be heard, its reverberations echoing through the ground. Splitting and cracking stone herald its arrival, a huge boulder has dislodged deep within the cavern and is headed right for our expedition, an avalanche of smaller stones just behind it. Run away! As the last echoes of the rolling death subsided, the explorers and scouts look around. The expedition is scattered. With the sound of a horn, they slowly gather around again, some carrying bodies of our fellow adventurers with them, their bodies disfigured from the avalanche. Fun fact, if you're playing as, I believe it's goblins or kobolds, you can actually hide from the boulder and lose no one. Because you're so small. You can just fit into little cracks and hide away, which I think is pretty cool. And nice, our expedition comes back. We will be taking the manpower back this time, for sure. 660 money and 220 of each monarch point. Thank you. And we will grab that Dwarven Knowledge. So, we now have a choice. We can either migrate over here and grab this expedition target, or we can go to war and lose all of our bonuses. I think it's time to lose our bonuses and go to war. Yeah? I think so. What do we get any special bonuses here? Just land force limit, land maintenance. Okay, we're about to be losing a lot of money. The thing is, once we leave the Dwarvar, we kind of have to be at war constantly until we create an economy out of something. I don't know what that something is, but we do need to create it. We're going to lose 10 force limits. So this might be our force limit is 14. But I'm not going to know until we declare the war, unfortunately. That's all right. Let's regain our morale. And we have 192 religious power, so we can shake the earth to get through these goblin sieges real quick. You know what? I said that we were going to leave the Serpent Spine in today's episode, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to leave the Serpent Spine in today's episode. Say goodbye to our bonuses. It is time for Orc to go into the upper worlds. Yes, we will declare a monstrous conquest against you. We can no longer claim to be a Dwarvar claimer. With our intent to expand outside the Dwarvar, our warriors have lost some of their fervor. It was worth it, right? I would say so. Okay, we can have 3 more troops. Let's build those 3. We are losing 3 ducats a month. Move you out, start looting that province. At the same time, we're still fixing this hold, too. Yeah, look at that loot. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Even get another loot tick in before we move to the next province. Now, Silver Tusk is over here. Do you have a powerful mage? No, you do not. Do you? No. Okay, we're good. This war is already won. Oh, there we go. Our leader is dead, and the 523 takes over. And we gain 3 professionalism. Is there a fort? There is a fort here. Okay. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I'm a little nervous to leave less than max troops on here. I won't lie to you. But I also don't want to be taking that much attrition. Manpower is not forever. Our manpower is cut in half, so yeah. Now this is Bal-Ord, which is a very defensible province. It has this right here, which is pretty good. Gives defensiveness. Apparently I have a mission fulfilled for building the force limit. I will grab that morale of armies. Thank you very much. And it has a fort, and it's coastal, and I'm not blocking it, and it's woods, so it is relatively decent for the area because orcs hold it. Okay, Sap Chopper's orcs. I was incorrect. I thought this was Obelisk Child at first, so I was incorrect about who we're fighting. Still doesn't matter, I don't think. Copium? maybe a little bit of copium there. It'll be a little bit more difficult, but not the end of the world. We could just take Miltech 7 and end all of our problems here. That would do it. Yeah, we'll do. Oh. I'm dumb. Here, let's go ahead and shake the earth, yeah? So, Shaman's willpower of Dukin himself, and they can summon his wrath against enemies who cowardly hide in their holds. Let's gather our Shamans and destroy the enemy's walls. 50% siege ability for 3 months. Watch our siege ability go crazy. Very good. It's very good to hopefully get wall breaches on, which we unfortunately did not. But that's okay. It's still definitely worth using. There it is. There's a wall breach. Okay, I don't know if we still have it, but we are blasting through this fort because of that. There we go. Yeah, I'd say that's worth the points. That is definitely worth the points. Now, this is Monstrous Conquest, so that means we need to win battles. And if we end up getting caught into a fight here, then we will take this tech. Because we won't actually lose any like morale or anything, but we will gain tactics, which is going to help us kill faster. Now, I don't know where his troops are. All I know is that they are also being attacked by Curse Howl. How are their allies feeling? They're feeling fine. Are you defending someone else? No. Sap Chopper's being declared upon directly. You are also in that war. Okay. I think this is Land Shark right here, and I think this is Ordia, both of which we could actually take out rather easily. I really don't want to take this tech until we've developed the institution, is the thing. Really, really don't. Here, leave the cav here to loot this time, and let's move into the deep woods. Even though this is going to drain our manpower. Drain it like crazy. But I'd rather not have our cav taking that attrition, because it's very expensive. What? Oh, that's bad. That's less than stellar. So I can't actually move up to fight these dudes. I should have done a claymore then. I had figured that they would have owned all this, but I figured incorrectly. Very incorrectly. Very incorrectly. Okay, it's another Sap Chopper province. Loot that. Oh, it's a colony. Okay, well, don't worry about it then. Well, this is not great. And I can't steal maps because I'm not Tech 9. And they are not going to be willing to peace out with me. And I have to take these 2 provinces. Like, that is not an option. We have to. One thing we could do is lower our army maintenance to try and bait them over here. And there's the restoration of Orc Hellevar. How long is our war thing going for? Is it gone? I think it's gone. Yeah, so we shouldn't have too much development cost here. Extra. Yeah, no, we're good. So we'll go ahead and expand admin development here. I would upgrade that if we could. I would, oh man, I would really like to piece these guys out, but they're just not going to let me at the moment. Let's develop, yeah? So, oh, this doesn't even have Renaissance. Oh, yeah, wait, no, that's what we're trying to get. Oops. Like, yeah, of course it doesn't have Renaissance, dummy. That's what you need to develop. Like, yeah, good job. You figured it out. You figured it out. The thing you're supposed to do. Huge. Okay. There we go. Renaissance has appeared. We can embrace it for 1 ducat. And we can take mill tech and even another mill idea to finish our first national idea, which is Boogeyman of the Serpent's Reach. A monster is said to hunt the dark caverns and crumbling walls of the Serpent's Reach, the Masked Butcher. It has been described as an orc who wears a mask made of the flesh of his victims and paints its skin with their blood. To some, it may be a myth that personifies the horrors of the Dwarvar, but it is all too real to us, because we are the Masked Butcher. It is not one beast that hunts these halls, but our entire people. There's no limit to what counts as our prey, and in times of war, these eerie tales in our clan's hunting tradition translate well into guerrilla tactics and strike fear into any armies that dare enter our land. +1 attrition for enemies. Okay, let's go to like half morale here. Maybe we bait them over here. High income, we'll take that. Yeah, we'll go up to 40 dev. Not that we can dig, but it's just a habit. To be honest with you, that's literally just a habit, developing to 40, because that's when you can dig down to level 2 for the first time. Okay, there's Silver Tusk troops. Go and pay for them. Let's go find them before they disappear into the fog of war again. See? I told you they'd come out after us. I told you. We're going to take this fight. We have Tech 7. They have Tech 5. We are going to stack wipe them here. Yep, we're going to push in here so they don't run away. Do another stack wipe. Nice. Okay, that's 30% movement, or 30% war score. Oh, never mind. That is 45% war score. And we have a 3-2-3 air. That is less than stellar. All right, well, that's 46% war score. I don't actually want this colony. Do I want their thing in the deep woods? Kinda. Would I rather have it than money? No. But yes. But yes. So now he's just stuck with this colony out here. All right, go ahead and core all of that up. And there we go, 50 admin power as well for doing that. We have expanded, so we can get construction costs and dev costs in our capital. It's not that big of a deal, but I will click that button. Okay, so now we have to wait to get vision on these guys, and then we will be good to go. Stop paying for our troops. We don't need to do that at the moment. Well, we could drill. We don't really have the money for it, though. We're going to keep this fort. It's an important fort. It's one of those very important ones that we need to keep around. We do have to keep in mind that Corvuria could decide to deck us now, if they so wanted to. We'll build a cannon and a couple of infantry troops. And it looks like we are actually out of time for today. I'm not even going to upgrade this to level 2. Yeah, we're not even like collect... Well, how much money do we make from trade? Nah, fine. I'll do it. Let's get a fort built on our capital. That way it is a little bit more defendable. But I think that is going to do it today. Tomorrow, we will head down into Bulwar and take out what looks to be a large Abdel Tunger here in the orange. Maybe Busalar. God, I hope it's not Busalar. I really hope that's Abdel Tunger. And Ordia. And Landshark. And everyone. Yeah, we're about to pop off. But that is going to do it for today. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.